are just wrapping up another week. Crazy how fast, but here we are. And well, we always start with the subscriber spotlight. And well, I'm not sure if we have one or not. I do have a picture on my phone, but I didn't take notes with it. So if you sent me something, I apologize. Send it again and we will get it on next week's edition. So please, if you sent something, please send it again. If you didn't and you want to, send it on in. We are here ready to accept it and look and get inspired by what you're doing and see lots of great new ideas. So if you're working on a project, or if you have something that's done that a family member or you or whoever, you found it at the thrift store, whatever, send it in. We like to see those things. So, well, that's all I got for you on the subscriber part this week. But send them in, please, because we love that. But on to what we're going to do this week. It is not the first Saturday of the month, so we don't have a block to do. But I do have a lot of projects around this sewing room. So many so that, well, I keep saying the first of every year I'm gonna clean these projects out, and I do. I get 2, 3, 4 done, and then people bring quilts in and they all look so great that I wanna do those too, so I add to them. So I have well, I don't wanna count it. I've got way too many projects in this sewing room. I've gotta clean them out. So I started digging. I figured the first thing I come to, that's what I'm gonna do. So I went into a cabinet that I don't normally get into, and there was more projects in there. So the one that I pulled out is the one I'm gonna work on. And you know how after time, when you've worked on a project and then years pass by, not really your favorite anymore? Well, this fits into that category. I like it. I know I will like it. It's just not my favorite anymore. I used to like a lot of solids and things like that. Well, now I like a lot of prints. This is a lot of solid. Well, it's all solid. But that's what we're gonna do. That's what I pulled out, was this container right here. And I had already started some of it. So we are going to work on that and try to get at least this out and finish this and work on something else the next time, because there's plenty of projects to work on. So we're gonna pull it out. Let's go look at it. This is the package. And it is a bunch of half square triangles. I love half square triangles. I always have. I love flying geese. I always have. But this is a lot of solids. Since I had already started it, I am going to finish it. I think if I were to do it all over again today, I would throw some other things in the mix with it, but here it is, this is what it is, and this is how we're gonna finish it. It'll be cute anyway. So this is what it was. And we've already got it a good width. I mean, it's clearly a good width size. We just need to build on the tallness of it, the up and down of it. So what we're gonna do is, let me show you what it is. See, it's half square triangles all the way, and it forms this block where we're gonna have all the points facing in. So that's what we're gonna do. And we've already got some squares like this. Sorry, we have one square like this. The rest of them are all like this. So I am going to spend some time putting these, first off, I'm going to iron some of these. They've been in there for quite a while. I'm going to iron them flat, and then I'm going to take them and sew them together like so. So I'll have 2 of them, different colors, with each other. And I don't remember what size square this was, because like I said, I don't even know how many years it's been since I've done this, but let's see. It's a 6 by 6 block. So it's a 6-inch square, and we have already cut them all into half square triangles, and here we go. We're gonna sew them together So there's really no right side or wrong side on these fabrics. So I'm just gonna put two together and carry it to the sewing machine and stitch them together. Let me take care of it this way so you can see it. So I'm gonna line them up. Stitch it at a 1/4 inch. When I get that done, I will clip the thread, iron it flat, and then I've got another one of these pieces. All I do at that point is trim these little dog ears off the side, and that block's done. So it's a quick, easy block to put together. But so that I can show you how to put them together, I gotta do a couple more of them. So I'm gonna do a couple more and I'll come back and show you how to do it, or how to put them together. I've got some put together now, so I'm gonna show you what I do. I take the first one and I make the point go to the middle. Second one, make the point go to the middle. Same thing with this one, and same thing with this one. And I just want to make sure that none of the same colors are touching. And I even really don't want like these two touching because they're they're not similar, but I don't want those together. So I'm just gonna piece them like this. I might even do it this way. Yeah, I like that better. So I've got all my points to the middle. So now what I'm gonna do is fold this one over this one and sew down this seam right here. Add a 1/4 inch. So I will take it and sew a 1/4 inch. Take this one and sew a 1/4 inch. And then what I will do is cut them apart, iron them open. Some people iron their backs open and some people don't. I'm putting mine just to one side. So then I'm going to lay it back down. And all I've got to do now is sew the top to the bottom. Of course I got to do it right. There you go. All my points are pointing in. So I'm going to turn it upside down. I'm going to line these middle seams up, roll them to the top, and pin them or just hold them. There's not that much to this one. So I'm just going to hold them in place where they don't move. When I get over top of that seam, then I'll make sure this other side is straight. I'll cut my thread and iron this open. And that is my block. It's as easy as that. Then what I'm gonna do, this one's been balled up for quite a while, so it needs to be ironed, but you'll get the idea of what I've done. I've done this block. And then I'm gonna do it again, and I'm gonna do it again, and I'm gonna do it again until I get enough to make another row. One more thing I wanna show you about this one. Look at the progression of this quilt. This was, remember, made years ago, and it's been in my projects that are ongoing. Well, I don't want to count how many years because it's been a long time, but this is old. Look at my points. See how my points didn't match up? And see how I did yellow and pink together by accident there? See my points over here? Some of them aren't bad. Some of them need a little work to them. And then this block, how it's much better now than it was in the past. So this is gonna be a progression block. I know that's gonna bother some of y'all. Y'all are gonna say, I would rip it out, I would fix it. I'm not going to, because I'm gonna show where I went from to where I am. So I like it. I like it. It doesn't bother me. I'm keeping it in there, so y'all be nice. Don't say anything about my points being off. I know they're off, but the new ones, they're not gonna be off. So there. So this is my block, and this is what it's gonna make. Of course, I've gotta iron this one, but it'll be a big, colorful quilt when it is done. Again, I used to love solids a lot, and I still do, but I like them in moderation more so, with a lot of prints to go with them. But this will be different, and it will be fun, and I will probably do something fun with quilting it. Maybe even just outlining these shapes, or something different in each shape. I don't know, but the quilting will have to be a little, well, it doesn't have to be, but it's gonna be a little different probably on this one. But that is what I am doing with this. And well, I have lots and lots of other projects to do. So this week I'm gonna be working on this. Next week we'll probably be at a totally different project, or we might still be on this one, who knows. But I do wanna leave you with one thought. When I set this sewing room up, and when I've always ironed before, I've always turned to this side to iron. Now I'm turning to this side. Let me tell you why. Because I'm left-handed. It makes sense. I don't know what I was thinking putting it over here. I've put it over here on the left side now because I'm left-handed. And let me show you. That's why. I turned to iron over here and got my arm. So we don't do that anymore. So when you're setting up your iron, tip, set it to the side that's more dominant. If you're left-handed, put it on your left side. If you're right-handed, put it on your right side. Don't learn like I learned. But anyway, that's all for this week. I hope you guys enjoyed this quick little block. This would make a great little baby or a baby quilt or a picnic kind of quilt. Just a fun little quilt. But that's what we're doing with it. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. And well, until next time, you guys have a great week and happy quilting.